A year and a half ago, I was an extremely active 12-year-old girl. I was in cheerleading, tumbling, and I ran every single day. I played competitive soccer and I was joining a select team. Sports were my life. At the end of April 2011, my 6th grade class went on a trip to the Texas Hill Country. We went to Mo Ranch. We had a great time. When we returned home Friday, I didn't feel like myself. Over the weekend, I became very sick. On Sunday, I went to the emergency room. I had fever, high heart rate, and my leg hurt. They gave me IV bag fluids and just sent me home. They thought I had a virus. I woke up in the middle of the night. I couldn't walk. By 5 a.m., I was at Children's Medical Center in Dallas. I was spiraling downward. By Monday afternoon, I was in ICU, placed in an induced coma, and put on a breathing machine to survive. Over the trip, I contracted community-acquired medicinal-resistant Staphylococcus aureus, otherwise known as MRSA. MRSA is a severe bacterial staph infection that enters my bloodstream and causes my body to go into septic shock and shuts down my organs. I was dying. MRSA is what the medical profession calls a superbug. From the time this virulent superbug entered my body until the time I was put on life support was less than 4 days. I needed an MRI to look at infection pockets in my body, then surgery to remove them. I was not stable. My blood pressure was so low, the doctors felt I wouldn't make it through the anesthesia. The doctor told my dad he would do his best, but my chances weren't good. My parents were devastated, along with my family and friends. In the hospital, my body battled a long list of conditions: acute respiratory distress syndrome, respiratory failure, kidney failure, I was on dialysis for a week, cardiac failure, osteomyelitis or bone infection in the left femur, septic arthritis in the left hip, blood clots in the left femoral vein and left radial artery, anemia, low pressure, high pressure, low sodium, pancreatitis, pneumonia, and 3 hip surgeries. On Mother's Day, 1 week later, my infection rate had finally dropped a couple of points, showing that the antibiotics had reached all the infected places in my body. They woke me up the next day. I was very weak, the smallest thing capable, like holding a bottle of water and raising my hand by my face. On the day I woke up, when my dad talked to the nurses, I whispered a question to my mom: "Am I dying?" Later, when we talked about our experience, she said that was one of the hardest questions for her to answer. My dad became so well versed in my entire medical condition, answering questions about lab results, that during morning rounds, the other doctors mistook him for a doctor. My parents talked to me about Sam's mom, Mrs. Mitchell, starting a Cambridge website for us. This allowed us to post updates on what was happening with me. This also let people comment for us. They found strength in the words and people writing them. Family, friends, and teachers came to visit us. That week was the hardest week, not knowing if they would lose me. My parents said that love and support from everyone lifted them up and helped them get through. My grandmother told me that my mom and my dad put their life on hold to be by my side. They were and are dedicated to my full recovery. My brother has thanked me many times too. Oakridge let me get out of school that week to be my family. He also has seen his final exams. You gotta look at the positive. As I grew stronger, I was moved out of ICU to the 5th floor. I was restricted to my room, but I could have young visitors. My good friend Aaron came to see me and brought gifts. Also, my soccer team came to see me and brought a huge basket full of tons of notes for friends at school. As I became more aware of what was happening with me, the doctors told me that the hospital learned a lot from my case, with the treatments that they gave me and my survival. At the 4-week mark, my infection rate was finally low enough for me to go home. My parents had learned how to give me blood thinner shots and IV antibiotics every 6 hours when I could home. This is a permanent IV line that went into my arm and stopped right above my heart. Right before my 13th birthday, the 8-week mark, my poop line came out. When it came out, I started eating like crazy. I lost 30 pounds and I had a lot of catching up to do. By the time school started, I thought I was getting back to normal and ready to play sports again. But an x-ray showed that the infection had eaten a large portion of the bone at the femoral neck. And then the doctor decided that I needed a plate to stabilize the bone, so I had surgery number 4. Walking became very painful and difficult, and the doctors knew that I was developing APN, avascular necrosis, lack of blood flow to the ball of the finger. It was dying. And so I had my 5th surgery, put in 3 shorter screws so they wouldn't protrude to the joint. The pain was getting more severe, and my doctors told me I needed a pediatric hip specialist. So I became a patient with Scottish Rite. And then later had my 6th surgery to remove all the metal. It's a lot of metal, and I really want to keep it. During the surgery, my doctor discovered that the joint had much more damage than they thought. They said it was the worst hip they've ever seen. They removed a lot of bone chips that caused me tons of pain, but I've not put any weight on my left leg, or I'll damage their repair. I'm no longer fighting for my life. I continue to battle the effects of MRSA, and I'm not sure where that's going yet. I thought I'd be healed back to normal and playing sports by now, but that's not the case. As I told my parents one night at dinner, sports is just one part of me. I have so many more. I will most likely never participate in any competitive sports again. I'm not happy about it, but I have to be okay with it. During my hospital stay and ever since, I've been throwing myself into painting, drawing, and just creating art. And I've always wanted to play the guitar. So this summer, with a little help from my brother and the internet, I can play it really well. I've also started to focus on my grades, and for the first time, I made the headmaster's list. My path has changed. At first, I thought I'd go to college on an athletic scholarship. But now I know I'll go on art and academic one. It's difficult to truly portray all that I went through. What I learned as a 12-year-old is that we all go through hard times and life-changing events. Things happen in your life that you cannot control, but how you deal with it is my message to you. Don't focus on what you can't do. Instead, pour everything you have into what you can. I will not let my body define me. I will adapt. I will set new goals, and I will achieve them. And wish me luck. I'm having my 7th surgery Tuesday. Thank you.